From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I finally found the perfect television show for Maury to be on.
Oh.
It's French. And this is from...
bonjour, bonjour.
Thank you.
Oui, oui, oui.
This is from a little while ago. The name of the show is C'est mon choix.
C'est ma choix.
CHOIX.
Montreal?
Yeah, stop it. It's called It's My Choice is the name of the show. That's the translation. And what
C'est ma choice.
Right, yes. Yes. And so what they did was they went on the hunt, okay, for people that have unusual laughs. These are people that other people in your life have gone, oh my God, you have the weirdest laugh, right? So they did a hunt for people who have unusual laughs. And what they did is they brought 8 of them on stage of this television show. And then they just started talking to them. And then things started to get funny. And then as with laughing, especially when you hear somebody who has a funny laugh, you laugh at that person's laugh. However, when it's a collection of individuals who all have funny laughs nobody has heard what the other person beside them sounds like laughing, you wind up with 8 people with the most unusual laughs all laughing together. And this is how it went down.
Mais ensemble, ça peut faire la blague. Non? Ah oui, mais quand ils sont dans la voiture.
Oh my God.
What is that? Vous êtes célibataire, c'est pas à cause de votre rire?
J'espère pas.
Non?
Yo, it sounds like the zoo. It's like they just let all the animals get together.
Okay, yes, we are. Here goes Maury.
Yo, that one at the beginning, it sounded like the way they were laughing. Oh, no.
Maury.
R.I.P. Maury.
We need
the person at the beginning, it sounded like they were going, the way they were laughing was like, like an air horn, right?
And you have to understand, so I had to go and I had to watch this actual video because I thought that was like some French clown sitting there trying to make them laugh. And it wasn't. This was a woman. That was her actual natural laugh. So again, they grabbed 8 people. We're going to play it again, the whole thing. Okay? We have to. So there's a French show, and they grabbed 8 people that they're known in their circle of friends and their family for having unusual laughs. And they took 8 people with super unusual laughs and put them together and got them all laughing. And again, this is how that went down.
Ah oui, mais quand ils sont dans la voiture. Vous êtes célibataire, c'est pas à cause de votre rire?
J'espère pas.
Non?
Is that air horn one that makes it hilarious? Yo. Like, come on. That's definitely like a bird sanctuary. That's exactly what it sounds like. All of them together. Yo, listen to Roz.
Oh, my God.
Oh. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Very hard things, Roz and Mocha's very hard things.
Welcome back, lovers, to Very Hard Things.
What are you fools laughing at in there?
What are you guys doing in there?
We were singing along.
Schmo.
Yeah.
AKA
man, don't be doing that, bro. Come on, man.
I know, I love it.
Messes
love
with
it.
me in the
Love
streets.
it.
Nah, man.
It messes with me in the streets.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
I start using that in the group chat now.
I know.
I send a message to both of them.
The people are loving Schmo.
The people need to shut
Yeah.
up.
Hey, what do you think, Deepa? That sounds like a great nickname, right?
I'm here for it.
Yeah, thank you, Deepa.
Great.
See, Deepa's on Team Schmo.
Be your own Chinese people, you know.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with Schmo.
Damn.
And send Schmo some love, by the way, on social media.
Oh,
You
nah.
can, even if you want to Photoshop like a picture of Shem and Maury together, because I don't think there actually one exists of the two of them together. Photoshop one together. Hashtag Schmo.
Yeah,
Right?
that'd be great.
It's the best.
We should get T-shirts made, Deepa.
So the Very Hard Things. Welcome to Very Hard Things. So over the holidays, and when I say holidays, I mean Christmas. Okay, I gave Maury and his husband, damn it, Matthew, a gift, and it's a cylinder lockbox puzzle. It's a 6-letter combination puzzle, and it's everything. If you guess the word, the puzzle just simply unlocks. And inside, I put $100 bill in, and in the card that I gave them, I wrote the clue is this. You can be one, you can become one, you can have one. That's the clue.
Is it
6
one
letters.
$100 bill or 10s and 20s?
It is. Here, I'll show it to you right now. Here, look. Let me just unlock it because I have unlocked it.
With ease.
With ease. Jeez. Right? And just so you know, and it's even got a Christmas ribbon around it. There's the $100 bill with a little tiny Christmas ribbon around it.
Beautiful.
It'll go back into the lockbox. I will slide the lockbox together like that and then just do it back up again.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's that easy, right? And this has now been months of Maury and Matthew trying.
This is their fourth attempt.
Again, 6 letters. They guessed loved, which is 5.
We think another letter was going to magically disappear?
They guessed a-hole, which is 7. Jewish was on the list. Parent was on the list. Alibi is on the list. Again, 6 letters is what we're looking for, gentlemen. Father, lemon, which is also 5.
Oh, my God. Seriously? Like, what?
Yeah.
Deepa's already done with you guys.
Oh, my God.
Parent, Pawrent, was on the list.
It's also 7 letters,
yeah,
guys.
okay. And again, the clue was you can be one, you can become one, you can have one. Famous was one of their guesses. Wisdom was another guess. And I'm not going to get into the dirty words right now, but they're all on there. Mm-hmm. They're all on there.
So, Damn It Maury and Damn It Matthew, a.k.a. the Dammits, attempt number 4 at this lockbox.
Matthew. No, I'm not doing this now. No.
I put a lot of thought into this.
No, because no.
Why not?
Get out now.
But you're on
Get
the
out.
toilet. This is a perfect
Maury?
opportunity.
Get out now.
Oh, no.
You're sitting down. You have nowhere to go.
I hate you right now.
So, okay, great. When you do this, I'll say the word. No, just can you turn it?
I'm done with this. Give that back to Roz.
Matthew.
He can give it away as a bonus gift with his book to somebody.
I put a lot of thought into these couple of words. The 6-letter words. You ready? Because the clue was, once again...
just give me the words. I don't need the whole spiel.
Okay, the clue was... You can be one, you can become one, or you can have one.
I don't care.
You ready? The first word is bottom.
No. Wait, bottom doesn't fit, does it?
Or does it?
Yours does.
How do you spell bottom?
B-O-T-T-O-M. Okay.
I don't even know
Next
if
one
I'm
I
doing
have
this right.
is couple.
Couple.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay, try liquid.
Ew. It's not liquid.
What?
It's not anything.
Thank you, people.
You can be liquid, you can become liquid, or you can
can't
have
be
liquid.
liquid.
Yeah, if they, blend you.
Oh, wow.
Anything become liquid.
Merry Christmas.
It's not liquid. I don't even know why I'm trying liquid because I know he wouldn't have picked liquid. Hi. Okay, where's the D?
I don't know. Where is the D?
It's not this.
Okay, next one. Next one. You ready?
How many?
3 more.
words?
3 more. Okay,
this
next
thing
one.
doesn't work.
Myself.
Myself. No, I'm not doing that. It's a
look,
stupid word.
You can be myself, you can become myself, or you can have myself.
Maury, I'm not even doing that word. That's a stupid word.
What if it's myself?
It's not.
Okay, next one is patient.
No, these words are dumb. He didn't pick these words.
You can be
No.
patient, you can become patient.
He would not.
or
What's
you
the
can
title
have
of his
it.
book? Something about grief?
Have full.
B-R-O-K-E. I think it's broken.
That wasn't one of my words.
I think he linked it back to
How
his
can
book.
you have broken?
You could be broken. You could... I don't know. It's not broken.
Can you try one of mine?
One of your stupid words. What's the last one?
Myself, patient, or status?
No, it's none of those. Who says I'm going to pick a word like status? Okay, it's not status.
Try myself?
Myself. It's not myself.
Me, myself, and I. Oh my god, here it is, myself. Ready?
I don't know where to line this stuff up. Okay.
It's not.
Thank you. It's a trick toy. It doesn't open. There's nothing in there. It's nothing.
Okay, are you done in here?
Bye.
Wow. Where were you? So Matthew was sitting on the toilet. Where were you sitting?
Oh, I'm squatting over him.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Deepa,
What?
we don't ask questions like that around here, Deepa.
Roz and Mocha's very, very hard things.
You know, some people on the show, on our show, and some people in our group chat think that Shem is cheating at Wordle.
A lot of people in the group chat think that Shem is cheating at Wordle.
Yeah. So I didn't play Wordle at all, right? Up until last week I started. I started playing Wordle and submitting to the group chat my progress.
And in the group chat is who?
You, me, Dammit Maury, and Shem.
Right.
Right? So I started submitting to the group chat.
Or Schmo, as they're known.
Right.
Shem and Maury.
Whoa, we got a name?
I love that.
I like
Roz
that.
created that, and
I like that.
love that.
Okay, I'm with it.
And then, most days the submissions make sense.
Yeah. Maury, honestly.
Man.
Put the food away. Okay?
Continue.
Everybody in that room cheats. Maury, on
Yeah.
his diet.
That word doesn't even exist in his
No,
vocabulary.
I was going to say husband, but I thought that would be too mean. I'm kidding, by the way.
Most times it makes sense when the submissions are given, right?
Yep.
Right? 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, 3 out of 6.
Yep.
Today's, okay?
Yeah,
and I don't know if it's only because I'm just so brand new to Wordle.
Yeah.
Right? That today's stumped me. There's one the other day it stumped me hard, but I was still
Right.
able to get it. But today's it took me a little extra time, way more time than I should have spent. And I was first to submit to the group chat. I believe Shem submitted second. And I don't know when you did yours, but Shem got today's Wordle on his second attempt.
Okay, here's why the group chat went nuts today when Shem submitted his Wordle, why everybody thought that he was cheating. Okay, is that not only did Shem get it in 2 today, Shem claims that he got it in 2 yesterday as well.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Shem got it in 2 today with only getting 1 letter right on his first try in row 1. So basically, Shem's claiming that he got it in 1.
Yeah,
Right?
when you're good, you're good.
Okay, so that is it's. I believe that the odds are 2,500 to 1.
Well,
okay.
Welcome to the one.
And to nail that pretty much 2 days in a row. This is why.
she said.
This is why so many people in the group chat think that Shem is cheating at Wordle.
There's only 4 of us.
Shut up, Shem.
So
Okay.
many people.
Okay.
Like,
And we know you're good with numbers. Okay.
stop trying to flex, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Like today.
This is why so many people in the group chat think that
Right?
Shem was cheating.
Like today, I thought, today I got
Don't spoil it.
what?
Wordle.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say how many
Yeah,
attempts.
sure.
It took me all 6.
Yeah.
To get it right.
Yeah.
And I thought that like everyone would kind of be on par, like 4 or 5 or 6,
Right.
and then Shem hot stepping in with figuring it out on the second attempt,
Right.
with only getting one letter in the first
Right.
attempt.
Right. Exactly.
Do you
a
always start?
consonant.
Do you always start with the same?
No, I
Same
have
word?
I have 3 words that I start with
Every single time.
every single time, and I always make sure that they are words that have different letters. Like, so I won't choose the word like, for example, this is not spoiling anything. I won't choose the word like really, which has 2 L's in it, right?
Gotcha.
And very rarely do words have 5-letter words have Y's in them. So I don't choose words like that. You know, come on, guys.
Do you start with the
Strategy.
same word every time?
No,
Roz?
not every
No?
time. No.
Yeah, me
no.
neither.
I shake it up.
Same.
Yeah, because I think that works better. It probably doesn't. Right?
And I don't know if it's a tactic or not, but I try to eliminate vowels
See, I don't. I used to try to eliminate vowels, and then I abandoned that philosophy to getting rid of as many consonants as I can because that helps more.
Sure.
Vowels are always going to be there, and there's more consonants than there are vowels. So I used to try and eliminate vowels, but now I try and eliminate consonants.
And Dan Maury, I mean, you just straight up cheat. We know that.
I always use the same. My words
Same
help
website
me.
to cheat? Oh.
What was your first word today?
I always use penis, and penis helped me today.
Oh, yeah, look at that. You did.
Yeah.
You screen grabbed.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. So Megan Fox does this interview and talking about like how they drink each other's blood and stuff. They do like blood rituals. Which,
Like on purpose?
Yeah, I guess. And to me, the two of them, like I get, that they want to be different. And I get all this stuff. But and I know that people really, really do this stuff. But I always get the sense from Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox that they're LARPers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I get that this is sort of like it's all for show. It's the image. It's the, like then
Didn't
it's not
Billy
really.
Bob Thornton do this? With
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, but yeah, they did. They had each other's vials of blood like around their neck and stuff like that. And then.
And when they say they drink each other's blood, are we talking like half a glass?
Well, Megan. Here's
Like
the thing.
how much?
Here's the thing: is that Megan Fox clarifies when they say drink each other's blood. Because I'm with you. I'm like, is one of them hanging upside down in the door frame? And then you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like halal
When you
style.
say,
Like just there goes right.
When you say drink, right? That's like multiple swallows. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's to me when you say we drink each other's blood, that's where my
Maybe they
head goes
cook
as
with
well,
it.
right? That's where my head goes. Well, yeah, like a sauce, right?
Yeah, like
Sure.
Yeah, like a fry. You just put it right in there. But anyway, so here's Megan Fox clarifying what she means when they say they drink each other's blood.
I guess drink each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood.
Yes.
It's just a few drops,
Oh.
but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul. Let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
What?
Right.
So he'll just
Yeah.
slice
Healthy?
himself open and be like,
Yeah,
here?
take my life force. Like it's
stupid.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like that's
Even
not,
still, like a couple
I
of
don't
droplets of
know.
blood.
I don't know, man. And it's what, like, is it dripping on you and stuff? Like, and that's hot. Like, is it a sex thing? Like, I don't understand. Is it a ritualistic thing? Like, is it a
Like
Deepa?
a
Help
Bud
me out
Brothers
here.
thing when
Like
you
a
touch
like a
fingers.
like a what, Maury?
Like
I
a
actually,
Like Blood Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Deepa?
I think it's a satanic thing.
A satanic thing.
ritualistic.
You think they're
I don't
devil
know, like,
worshippers?
Yeah, like you're drinking each other's blood. Like blood sacrifice is a huge thing in satanic rituals. Don't ask me how I know this.
Hey, Deepa,
but
how do you know this?
That's where I'm like,
Here we go. Every fact
I know.
Deepa comes to the table with, she's like, don't ask me how I know this.
I
okay?
just know.
Okay, right.
I just know. I
Right.
watch a lot of these shows.
Okay, yeah.
Now, do you
that's
think
what it seems like?
Do you think that they are these planned? Right?
Yes, I think they get together and they do the let's do
Or-
the thing, and maybe they meditate for a couple minutes, and then he's all like, oh, give me the glass. I need
Yeah.
to cut myself.
So it's not like she comes home one day and she's like, honey, I'm home.
No.
Right? Want some of this blood?
No, I don't think it's there. Listen, the blood's in the fridge. I got a meeting.
Yeah.
Okay? Like I
gotta
don't
go.
think it's
I gotta go see kids.
I don't think it's that. But
Or are
more
they watching YouTube how-tos and doing it in front of the computer?
maybe that. How do we do this?
Like an e-how?
Yeah, maybe like a learning annex course, right? Like you go on the weekend, you're sitting there with other weirdos.
Like
right?
you sign up for a masterclass.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. Right. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. But Maury brought up a good point, which was like Blood Brothers, because that was the thing in the movies years ago, where like two dudes would like slice open their hand and then they would like shake hands.
I did it with my friend Lauren.
You did what?
We cut each other. We both worked in the movie theater,
Right.
And we both ended up. We were carrying a.
You made a
crate.
blood pact with a guy you worked with at a movie theater?
Yeah.
Wow,
we
you
both
guys
cut
just
each other's
hold on a
fingers.
second. You guys are Cineplex Blood Brothers. So something you used to cut each other with.
It was on the milk crate, right? Like we cut each other we cut our fingers by accident. We're like,
at
oh
the
my
same
God.
time?
Because we were carrying it together.
And we destined to be together.
And then we're like, oh my God, well, we're both bleeding anyway. What if we tried this? Because it was in the movies, as Ross said.
Okay.
So we touched each other's, it was his thumb and my index finger.
Right.
And then you rub it, like you sort of smudge it around.
Right.
And then we're like, okay, now what? And then we just washed our hands and moved on. So we're blood
So
brothers.
where's Lauren now?
I have no idea.
But you're blood. You said
died of
blood.
hepatitis.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Danny. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. What is on your mind today? Why are you here?
Should I apologize to the people I wrote breakup songs about?
Should you apologize to people you wrote breakup songs about? You wrote us this, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I'm an independent artist and songwriter for TV and film. And a couple of years ago, I wrote so many breakup songs about a situation I was in, an annoying amount that it's honestly kind of embarrassing. I decided the best way was to move on was to be successful out of spite. But now, 2 years later, some of the songs are starting to come out on shows like Love is Blind and Teen Mom.
Oh, no.
And others and other artists I've written for. Do I apologize to the people these songs are about, or should I just go hard and milk it? And also, how do I get my friends to stop roasting me for this very unique situation? Okay, so you're a songwriter. Now, are you the writer or are you also the performer?
I'm both. I do both.
You do both. Okay.
Is your voice very recognizable that this person or people that you are writing about would say to themselves, guaranteed that's Danny talking about me?
Like 100,000%.
These songs that you're writing about, this relationship or relationships, is it about one person or multiple people?
It's about one person, but I said multiple people in the email just because it's a lot of songs for one person.
Okay.
How many songs are we talking about?
At least like 50 to 20.
Oh wow! Okay,
Damn.
okay. Can we play? Well, let's play some of them now. What do you have over there? What do you have over there? What do you have over there?
Okay, so I have one here called "Could We Be Happy?"
Okay,
and that one sounds like this.
We've been talking loud, but saying nothing. I've been trying to tell you how I'm feeling, but I don't even know. No, I don't even know.
So which show, Danny, did this song end up on?
That song ended up on Love is Blind, Season 2, Episode 2.
Okay. And then,
Teen
hold on.
Mom.
And on Teen Mom. All right, so let's go to this song called New York City. I'm going to play a little bit of it first, and then I want to know which show we may have heard this song in.
Sitting in New York, I'm thinking of us and how you held my hand and how you made me blush. And I've been trying so hard just to be okay with the way things are, even if they don't change. I saw the Brooklyn Bridge and thought of you and how you love the city, God. You like this view.
Oh my God, yo, this sounds like it would be straight up out of an episode of The Hills.
Okay.
I mean, I hope so. And that's like my voice, and I think it's a pretty recognizable voice.
Yeah.
But this one hasn't been on any shows, but it has been around the internet for a while. And I think there are like a couple TikTokers who like use it as a video to be like a day in my life. So that one.
I may start using this for my life. This might become my new.
Please?
Yes, absolutely. I'll help
So
you out
hold
with
on,
that.
Danny, but the formula that you have right now is like every great songwriter has done the exact same thing, right?
I know.
So
I know.
they've been making money. Like, look at Taylor Swift. Her entire career has been, not entire, a lot of her career has been about writing about past relationships, right?
Oh, definitely.
Couple of things here. One, we all know this, okay? You are not the first songwriter in the world that out of great heartbreak comes great art, okay? I would say that this for you though is that some people make the mistake of seeking out painful situations to capitalize on the inspiration. So I think that you're okay if you don't become the type of artist who deliberately sabotages relationships just to get this kind of artistic outcome. Okay, so I think that's one thing that you need to avoid. The other thing is that when it comes to telling people, I will say that you don't really owe them that because the person they are today is not the person you wrote about. Right?
This is true.
And even if things have changed and they've changed everything else, this is a time capsule of a moment in your life and how you were feeling at the time. And then you should not feel guilty, even if your feelings change now. You shouldn't feel guilty, nor should it change the relationship with that song. So I don't think that you owe it to anybody to try and explain what the inspiration was or try and justify why you had the feelings you did, because that's really what this comes down to. It's not about letting a person know. It's about you being asked as a young woman to justify feelings. And I don't, and I don't think that you should feel obligated to do that. You are free to feel whatever way you want, and you're free to express it whatever way you want, as long as nobody gets hurt. This isn't a song called, I don't know what the person's name was.
Yeah, you're not using his first and last name.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, but like this, one of the things I'm worried about, one of the things I kind of want to apologize for, I have some spicier songs.
I will say this. You don't know how far these are going to take off, and you as an artist now have a responsibility, okay? And if you are not going to tell this person, because I don't think that you necessarily need to tell this person, but I will say this. You know how fast things take off, and you know how fast one song can change somebody's life. I do think this is that if you have no intention of outing who this person is, you owe it to them to scrub your life of them. So I don't know if on any because you know how detectives are, and you know how
what
fans.
What do you mean scrub my life?
I think you need to. If there's a picture of him on your social still, gone.
Oh no, not at all.
Everything needs to be. Everything of this individual needs to be unidentifiable and to the point of where if anybody decided to go looking for this guy who hurt you and inspired these tracks, they can't find him.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think like consciously I keep my like romantic relationships private.
Okay.
But it's just when your ex knows that you're a songwriter and you're doing well, and you're on good terms, and sometimes you guys follow each other, it's just like, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it sucks. Nobody wants to be in that position. But I don't think you need to justify your feelings, especially years later, kind of thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, but
I think you're fine.
But if you think it's going to feel good to tell him, hey, I wrote all this stuff about you because you're a piece of garbage, then go for it.
Oh no, no. It was like right person, wrong time.
Okay, that's fine then.
He's aware of the fact that these songs are about him.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're good. Stop apologizing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Go make that money, Danny.
I'm going to make that money.
All
I'm
right.
going to get my songs onto your guys' radio again.
You better. All right.
Thank you, Danny, for reaching out. You have a wicked day.
You too. Take care.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Caillou is back with another diss record to Roz. This has been a feud that has been going on for the past 12 years now on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Yeah, a very long time. It may be one of Twitter's longest troll jobs, to be honest with you, because I know when I had a kid, when Rox was born, I started trashing Caillou, this cartoon that I found, and way before it became popular to trash Caillou, by the way. Because I couldn't understand how this had made it so long on television that people actually showed this to their children. And then somebody created this Twitter account, and they claimed to be Caillou, and that they claimed also that I was their father, and then they claimed that I had abandoned them, and then they just have spent the last 12 years trolling and releasing songs, and it's like... It's the longest troll job I've ever been involved with.
Yo, this Caillou got a SoundCloud and everything.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yes.
With all the songs.
Yes.
All of them. Songs like this.
Baby, I don't need my father to grow up tonight. I'm Roz's son. No, I don't need my father to live my life. I'm Roz's son.
Right? And then there's also this.
Roz is the man who's old. He keeps breaking his toe. He's not very smart, though he's my father.
What?
So many scarves to choose, leather pants and ugly shoes. Thank God no one sees him on the radio.
And then there's also this one.
How about you stop dancing, Deepa?
Why the long
No, it's fire. Straight fire track.
It's a disgrace. I may be spoiled, a little bit whiny, but I think you're just
That's my favorite part right here.
because your head ain't as shiny. But
Yo,
whoa,
Roz, you need to pause.
Take a deep breath, look at your own flaws. Anyway,
Shut up.
I just want to add no
right here.
matter what happens, I still
love you, Dad.
Okay.
Okay, so Caillou is back.
Okay.
And this time, Caillou has a feature. This is the first time Caillou has ever teamed up with someone else for a
Okay.
song.
All right.
So this one, brand new from Caillou, featuring an artist that you will all know and be familiar with right away. But here's brand new Caillou for you, Ross.
Daddy broke my heart. You see, he's always been cruel to me. Ross just has no soul. I feel he always abandons me.
Divorce does not feel good.
Shut
But this guy, he cracks on me for being lonely, and that is not good. It hurts bad.
Oh, no.
It's crazy.
What the hell, man?
Ross is a dirty old fart.
He is a dirty
An
old
fart.
Roz is a dirty fart.
fart.
Roz is a dirty old
He
fart.
thinks he's so smart.
He's not that smart. Roz
Old
is an old fart.
Old fart.
You'll have a chance to say something in a second. Hold on. Verse 2.
Yes, my wife went away. And you keep on clowning me, you smooth, cool dude. You're so rude. You are Caillou's real daddy.
Sometimes I wish he would just come back. As stubborn as that he may seem, but I wish he would. Hey, Dad, Daddy.
Everybody now.
Roz is a dirty old fart.
He is a dirty old fart. Roz is a dirty fart. Roz is a dirty old fart.
He thinks he's so smart.
He is not that smart.
Old
Roz is
fart.
an old
This is a
fart.
mess.
Fart.
This is a mess.
Smelly
This is a
fart.
mess.
So there you go.
This is a
brand
mess.
new.
This is a mess. Even Maury, who tried so hard to support me through all of this, was moving his head at the end of it. I will not forget this. Out of the book, Maury. Out of the book.
Oh, no!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
What's going on?
Oui, hello?
Yeah, Maury, fix your camera, please. All I can see is the light above your head. The ceiling. Yeah, Maury, move that water bottle. Come on, dog.
I always move so you can't see my screen either.
What do you mean?
Why?
What's on your screen?
No, Dan, Maury, and Shem are in another room right now.
Yeah,
so
I
we
love it.
communicate through Teams.
It's going to stay like this forever, boys.
Why, what's
Schmo.
wrong? Well, no, now I'm coming back in.
Nope.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. I like you there. What's on your screen? What are you hiding? What secrets you got in there? Shem can't see your screen either.
I cannot.
What are you looking at? Be honest. Be honest.
No, like sometimes I'm, picking some meals or
Picking
What do you
some
mean?
meals?
Picking some meals? What are you ordering food?
Like on the food prep website
Yeah.
thing that you order from?
Yeah,
You do that
yeah.
during work time?
like if there's a moment.
There's
Right.
never.
Maury, you
listen,
finish-
on a show like this, honestly, there should never be a moment where you're like,
No.
"Hey, I got some free time. Let me pick out my meals for the week."
That's how good I
Like
am.
if
I'm
you
always
No.
two
no,
steps
no.
ahead.
If you need work,
No.
I will happily pass
No.
on some work for you to do.
Look, he just adjusted again. What's
Yeah.
on that screen right now?
You.
Yeah, uh-huh.
No. What's on the screen, really?
Look, you.
So
It's probably me.
okay, so on the food website, are you like? Have you already started picking your meals?
What were you doing right before what were you afraid that we were going to see you doing just now before we started?
Not working, I bet.
No, but
No,
what
no,
were
I
you
was
looking
working.
at? What were you looking
No,
at?
I was legit doing work, but like yesterday I was picking my meals.
What did you pick? Out of curiosity.
I could tell you it's loading right now.
I don't really want to know. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I would like to know. I would like to know. I would like to
Okay,
know.
this coming Sunday I have fresh penne primavera.
Oh, excuse me.
Maple brown butter sweet potatoes.
That sounds not good.
Indian style butter cauliflower.
Nah, gross.
No meat, huh?
Matthew doesn't want meat.
Really?
He says it stinks up the house.
Shush, Shem.
I didn't say that,
Jesus, man.
Contrary to my
Okay,
own
we
screen.
almost got through that with nothing,
Sorry,
Holmes.
man.
So was Matthew vegetarian now?
No, last night he had chicken, but we ordered it.
Oh, so why
He
doesn't
just
he
doesn't
let
want
you?
me cooking the meat because it smokes up the place.
Okay, hold on here. So he cooks the meat?
No, we don't cook any meat. Like if there's cooking,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll.
So
cook
you
it
will
through,
only
but
order in meat.
We'll order, yeah, because that way it's cooked elsewhere.
Right. Meat delivery.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Although the week after, I'm getting Masaman style shrimp coconut curry.
I don't think you said that right.
What'd you say?
What is it? Say it again. Who is it?
Masaman.
Masaman.
Masaman style shrimp chicken coconut.
Muscle Man?
Masaman style shrimp coconut curry.
Yeah.
You sound like a Jamaican. At the gym, working out. Look at this muscle man. A guy needs a good life. I'm doing bicep core. Look at me muscle man. Okay, so you're getting muscle man shrimp. And what else?
Grilled teriyaki chicken.
Okay.
Squash your face. Throw a dish out there, Shem.
Oh, me right now?
Yeah.
Man, focus on your work now.
Get back to work, dog.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, get ready for this, everyone. It was discovered that when you listen to our podcast, the Roz and Mocha Show podcast at half speed, it sounds like we are drunk, wasted. And this has become so popular that almost every day we're getting submissions from people listening.
Too many, I would say.
And people are now going back to episode 1 and starting to re-listen to the entire series of podcasts, right? We're approaching 400 episodes. So people have gone back to find half-speed convos to then send to us. So feel free to send them in to us. Roz and Mocha Show podcast, available anywhere you get your podcast from. Hit subscribe so when we release a new episode, it'll download to your device. So this one comes to us from Rosaline, episode 56, and we were asked how we eat a muffin.
Okay.
Right? Just go in, take a bite. Do we split it in half? How do we eat a muffin?
Okay.
So at half speed, that conversation sounds like this. If the muffin's standing up straight, not like tilted to the side, like you're eating corn.
Okay.
Like the muffin's standing straight up.
Take a bite.
Right?
Yeah.
And I would like try to get the entire, like from top and bottom at the same time.
No, man.
And eat it that way. Like a hamburger.
Oh, wow.
I only pick away at the top. Like I'll sort of take chunks of the top and then I'm done with it. I just like how the top tastes.
You don't eat the bottom.
No, I don't. I only eat the top.
Okay.
How about you? I've actually never seen you eat a muffin.
Dude, I eat the bottom.
Do you?
Yeah.
Only?
Baby, yeah. I eat the bottom all day.
So you leave the top?
I save the top for, that's the best part, right?
Oh, God.
So I'll eat the bottom first, and then I go back, and then I eat
Where Smoke eats the top and bottom at the same time.
Right, yeah, I don't do that.
Oh
my God.
Right now.
That may be, hands down, pants down, the best slow-mo
Yeah?
Mocha
Yeah,
that we
you
have. I eat the bottom.
Do you?
Yeah.
Only?
Baby, yeah. I eat the bottom all day.
So thank you to Rosaline, who that submission from episode 56 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. If you find a moment in the podcast that when you listen to it at half speed, it sounds ridiculous like that, we sound drunk, wasted, high, whatever, feel free to send it to us. Send us your first and last name so we can at least give you a shout out as well. Episode number, give us a timestamp, and we'll get that on the radio. But
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
round of applause for Shem, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow,
a round of
what happened?
applause for Shem. Shem, ladies and gentlemen, is officially, Shem is officially on Hinge, y'all.
Oh, tell me. Spill,
Hinge.
girl.
Yo.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Now on Hinge.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Shem.
So, and remind me again, Hinge is it's the one where when the women find you, if they quote unquote match or they're interested, they are the ones that then reach out to you.
No, that's
correct?
Bumble.
Oh, that's Bumble.
Yeah.
Bumble's like Sadie Hawkins Day, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't mean to use a super old reference, but your grandparents, they're listening right now. They understand fully what I'm saying. So what? Okay, explain to me this. So is Tinder dirty Hinge or is Hinge dirty Tinder? Like, which one has the reputation for being like the dumpster fire?
Tinder.
Tinder's the
Being
fire.
nasty.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. And
absolutely.
what makes Hinge different from Tinder then?
I guess you can give more about yourself and reveal and answer questions, of things that you're interested in.
Right.
I'm guessing. Listen, Mocha, man.
Because it says that Hinge is for it emphasizes long-term connection.
Because I was talking to somebody, Morgan Hoffman, who I work at ET Canada with, and I was talking to Morgan because she had just joined one of the things, and I was like, "Oh, what, Tinder?" And she was like, "No, Hinge." And I was like, "I didn't know that people had that feeling towards
Tinder's for short-term.
Oh, it's like a hookup
Hinge
thing,
is,
right?
Hinge is focused on long-term.
So I guess on
gotcha.
Hinge, as you're
Okay.
trying to like advertise yourself, you
Yes.
can leave like a voice note for someone to listen to.
Okay.
And
Do you have
this
Shems?
is Shems.
Yo.
Come on. Do you want the help or do you not want the help?
And let me tell you that this actually went viral yesterday because it made it onto 6Buzz.
No.
It did.
Wait, what?
Listen to this.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so never have I ever put a girl in out, aka bakas. Like, I've never done it. So, yo, if you're trying to be the first to take my out / baka's virginity, you already know. Message me directly. Show me Wagwan with the Wagwan. Like, I'm down.
What am I even listening to
So
right
real
now?
talk, that's not Shem.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. But between Shem and I, independently, like separately,
Yeah.
got messages from people being like, yo, is this Shem?
Oh.
And like, why does
Oh
this
my
sound
God.
just like Shem? Especially at the beginning.
Okay, so never have I ever.
Like that
Yeah,
line
that
right there.
very
That
much.
sounds just like Shem.
So are you not on Hinge?
I'm not on Hinge.
Oh, come on.
But everyone messaging yesterday being like, yo, is this Shem?
Okay, so never have I ever.
Like that sounds just
does.
like Shem, but it's not Shem.
It's not.
I'm disappointed that you're not on Hinge. I was looking forward to riding this journey with you, man.
No, man. Somebody messaged me saying, "Why does this sound like you terrorizing women? What's wrong with you?"
Oh, you got blamed.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, that's the worst.
Okay, so
right?
never have I ever.
Like that sounds just like Shem.
It really
Say it,
does.
Shem?
It does.
What's the line again?
Never have I ever.
Here's
Okay, so never have I ever.
Okay, so never have I ever.
No.
Okay, so never have I ever.
Like as in you're getting close to your phone,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so never have I ever.
Okay, so never have I ever.
Yeah, that's you on Hinge.
Yeah, that's you.
I
Okay,
think
so
it's you.
never have I ever.
Yo, is that really you though?
It's not me.
no.
Never
Okay,
have
so
I
never
ever.
have I ever.
Again, Shem?
Never have I ever.
Okay, so never have I ever.
It's the same guy.
Yeah.
I hate this show.
It's too bad. Do you want it? So you're going on Hinge today, then, right?
Never have I ever
Oh.
been on Hinge.
Message me directly. Show me Wagwan with the Wagwan.
Don't say that part.
Down.
Oh,
What
God.
is he saying? What is he saying? I don't understand.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, you should
I don't
just
know.
Isn't it just what's
Why?
going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Is anybody saying?
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Message me directly. Show me Wagwan with the Wagwan. Like, I'm.
What's going on with the what's going on?
Yeah, no, I know that, but what is he talking about
Sounds
after
so
that?
cool
He's
when you
like,
say it.
yeah.
Show me what's going on with what's going on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play this hilarious interview clip. Bill Hader was talking to Kimmel the other night. And Bill Hader, of course, Saturday Night Live alum, got a hit show, Barry.
Oh, that's
on
right, Barry. Yeah.
HBO.
Yeah.
So he's out there promoting Barry,
You know,
right?
I watched that first season of Barry, and then I never went back.
What's it about? I don't even know.
He is a sort of, I guess Barry is a hitman who then tries to somewhat go straight by joining an acting. He wants to be an actor, but he's still very much a hitman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bill Hader has 3 daughters, aged 12, 9, and 7. And you have to listen to this hilarious story of how I believe his youngest, or maybe the middle one, the 9-year-old, trolled him so hard in front of another celebrity.
How are the kids doing?
They're good.
You tell me funny stories about them.
Yeah, so I was eating dinner with my daughters. Uh-huh. I was all 3 of them.
Okay.
And we're eating dinner, and, you live in L.A., sometimes other celebrities walk in, and Chris Pratt we were at a restaurant, and I go, guys, don't freak out, but Guardians of the Galaxy, And my daughters were like, oh, my God. And then the 9-year-old, who was 8 at the time, was like, I know his son. And I go, really? She's like, yes, I know his son. Can I go over there and say hi? And I was like, no, he's eating. Just leave him alone, please. And so I eat, finish, pay. She goes, Dad, we're walking out. Can I please go over and say hi, please? So I feel terrible. We walk over there. I tap him on the shoulder. Hey, Chris, Bill Hader. Sorry, but my daughter knows your son. And my daughter goes, I don't know his son. You wanted to meet Chris Pratt. And Chris Pratt's like this.
That's how the awkward look on his face, Chris Pratt, right?
And then my daughters descend on his wife, and they're like, are you a princess? Like, they're, touching her face. And I wanted to strangle her, but I was also never more proud of a kid in my life, where I was like, and I go, why did you do that? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, you're going to make me so much money.
That is
the comedic
so
timing
true.
of his daughter. And she thought, in her mind, in that moment, that she was saying to her dad, please let me go and say hi.
Yes.
She knew already what the punchline was going to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to troll my dad so hard.
Yeah, no, kids are amazing like that, too. We had this conversation the other night, Rox and I, where when you have that friend who is always suggesting, these really cool things, and then you're like, yeah, cool, and you go along with it. But as soon as the suggestion happens, they make it all about your idea.
Yeah, totally.
Right? And
Well, you said you wanted to do this.
Well, no, it was like, because I always had this friend growing up, right? Where we'd be in his room playing G.I. Joe and stuff. And he'd go, hey, my dad's barbecuing. You want to stay for dinner? And I'd be like, yeah, I'll stay for dinner. And he'd go, hey, Ma, Roz wants to know if he can stay for dinner. Right? And I'm like, bro, that's not that's not the conversation we just had.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. Hey, man, you want to sleep over tonight? Or it was even, it was like, hey, you want to sleep over tonight? I'm like, yeah, sure. It's Saturday. He's like, we can watch movies. He's like, my mom will go and get everything. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Ma, Roz wants to know if he can sleep over. Right? And I'm like, dude.
Thanks, man.
That's not me, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Who doesn't love a good nap?
Okay, so first of all, I love napping. You love napping.
Mm-hmm.
You should love napping. So there's 2 guys out at university in BC that created a giant-sized dog bed for humans to nap in. It's the Pluffle.
Oh. Pluffle?
Yeah, it's the Pluffle.
Oh, okay.
Pluffle, the Pluffle. Okay. And it is a dog bed, but only scaled up for people. So
it's huge.
It's for napping. It's not for sleeping. It's for napping. They have a Kickstarter. They've already raised well over $100,000, and everybody is very excited to get their giant dog bed for human napping.
Hey, Yuki, you there?
Hey, this is Yuki.
What's up, dude? Yuki Kinoshita is one of the co-founders of this, the dog bed for adults. And in a short period of time, just looking on your Kickstarter from when it was thought of and developed back in September, just recently of last year, to now on Kickstarter, you're quickly approaching close to $200,000 in Kickstarter funds.
Pretty crazy. We can't believe it.
So obviously you guys saw a need, right? What was it? What is the need that you're trying to fill with this? Because I saw a picture of you sleeping in the giant dog bed, and right beside you in the giant dog bed was a perfectly good couch.
Right. Both Noah and I are college students. We get pretty tired juggling school, work, extracurriculars, obviously partying sometimes, and they all really take a toll on you. So, how do we take Energize throughout the day? It's napping. But, we really struggle to find good napping options that are readily accessible and portable. And when we were walking to campus one day, through our local college coffee shop, and the owners have this huge Great Dane, and we saw this Great Dane really looking comfortable in a giant dog bed. And that's what Noah and I knew, that's our solution, that dog bed for humans. So, it just looks super comfortable. So we wanted to make one, for us.
But you know that a Great Dane would look at you in your bed and go, God, I wish I had one of those.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have a bed, right? Like, so is the idea to be able to nap on the go? Like you throw this big giant thing in the back of your car, like on your bike, and then you can take it with you? Or is it a permanently in one part of the home?
The idea is you can take it wherever and whenever. And, you can put it in your living room. You can bring it to your bed, bring it to the office, bring it wherever you want. It folds up. It'll come with a nice bag, and you can just really take it wherever.
Yuki Kinoshita is on the Roz and Mocha Show, one of two BC students who came up with the dog bed for people. It's called the Pluffle. Now, we know that you gave, I guess, like prototypes to other people before launching this officially on Kickstarter. What has their feedback been?
I think just the main thing is people are surprised by just how comfortable it is. It's got a really nice feature where you can tuck your hands and feet inside. And people are, pretty stressed and anxious throughout the day. They said the Pluffle is a really great place to just de-stress, not even just to nap, just to relax and rest.
Now, are you at all interested in people that like to nap together? Because this seems like it's a solo mission with the way that you have to lie in this bed, because you have to almost fetal position yourself. You got to curl up your legs and your arms and lie in the sort of center of the dog bed. So will there be a version, or have you tried two people in there?
Yeah, so the version fits two people pretty snugly. I would say it's the best for one person, and then a dog. That's sort of the design, or just one person. It's got plenty of space. Down the road, we'd love to offer one that's really meant for two people. But the idea is that you gotta feel snugged and cozy by the bed. So. Primarily it's for one person right now.
Okay, so but why you obviously have napping options in your life. You have a bed, although I'm not a fan of napping in a bed. To me, that's sleeping. That's not napping. But you have a couch. You have what is it about all those things, those other sort of options that you have that were just not good enough for you?
Beds are great. As you said, they're meant for really long-term sleep. And whenever I hop into bed to take a nap, I could never wake up. I could never move. And it's, I never leave my room after that. And then on the couch, they're just not meant for napping. A lot of couches aren't that comfortable. They're meant for sitting, and they're just not as cozy or comfortable as a Pluffle. So, we just wanted to provide that optimal napping experience. And we designed it so that, it would provide everything that you need to take that nice short power nap.
What is the material made of? Like, what's inside of the Pluffle that makes it so comfortable and so much different from either a couch or a bed?
It's got a soft pillow border. It tucks. You can tuck your hand and feet inside. It comes with a memory foam topper and a high quality foam base. It comes with this faux fur fabric. We've been experimenting and choosing right now. I'm going to use a short faux fur fabric that's going to be really nice and calming to the touch.
I'll tell you, I don't know if it looks comfy as hell. Don't get me wrong, but I don't. If I had this thing in my living room, right, and say, Catherine is sitting on the couch and my kid is there, whatever. Like, I don't know if I could just get up off the couch and go and curl up on the floor. You know what I mean? Like, there's just I don't know if I could get past the psychological aspect of this. Like, that's a big step for me to go and sleep on the floor. Did you find that at all, or no? You came easy?
I think that just depends on the person. When we went pretty viral on TikTok a few months ago and a few weeks ago, what we figured is that there's this big group of people, including us. We're called floor people, and we love, lying on the floor. We love staying close to the ground. There's something comfortable and it makes us feel secure about that. So, Pluffle really mimics and serves the people who like getting on the floor and lying on the floor. So if you're that kind of person, then that the Pluffle is for you.
Did you just say floor people?
Yeah, there's a community called floor people. Who knew, right?
Yo, hashtag floor people. Big up to all the floor people out there. Yuki Kinoshita, thank you so much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show. You are BC university student, one of the guys behind the Pluffle, which has exceeded its $30,000 Kickstarter goal. If people want to get more info, they want to even check out the video on this, where do they go?
Yeah, just go to Kickstarter, type Pluffle, the dog bed for humans. You won't miss it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, bro.
All right, thanks a lot. See you later.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Play this clip for me of Sam Asghari, Britney Spears' fiance. Husband? Did they get married yet? I don't know. So I guess
she called him her husband.
I mean, I think they did get married.
On Instagram.
Yeah, sure.
When she said that she was pregnant, right?
Right.
But they never had I know he proposed, right? But I don't think they had a big public, huge wedding or anything like that.
So I guess, in this video, they're tooling around Britney's things, and he finds in Britney's closet a picture of Brad Pitt from Thelma and Louise, just casually Brad Pitt at his finest in his wife's closet.
Where, hidden?
I don't know. No,
All right,
just
so
there.
we got a huge problem. My girl got a picture of, who's this? Brad Pitt. The one and only Brad Pitt in her closet. No,
Yeah.
You don't think I
she's
can do
there.
this? You don't think I can do this? Now, Simon Says, everybody down on the floor. If you don't lose your head, you ain't going to lose your head.
That's what...
I'm 10 times better than that guy. Of course not.
That's what Brad Pitt said in the movie, by the way. That's his famous line. So what? I don't know. And I don't know. Geez, is it worse if your significant other has a picture of Brad Pitt framed on the wall, or is it worse to find one in the closet?
So the closet's like a big room, and the photo is on a shoe shelf.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
she got a
hidden.
massive walk-in closet.
Yeah, and it's just right there on the counter. It was
I-
not hidden. She had that framed and proud, black and white photo.
Wow. That's even worse, I think. Right? Because that's the first thing you want to see. When it's in the closet, right? That's what you want to look at when you're getting naked, when you're getting dressed, right? You have all the choices in the world.
Matthew has a framed shirtless photo of Sean Desmond.
In the closet?
No, in the office.
In the office.
What?
Didn't that used to be your office?
Yes.
And then he took over your office and put
a shirtless photo of Sean Desmond.
Wow, because that's what he wants to look at all day when he's having a bad day. Isn't
Damn.
that wonderful? Isn't that you know what I mean?
More stuck on his work laptop at the dining room table.
Hot thighs while Matthew sits in the office.
Wait, so my question to Brittany then is, every day when you go into that big walk-in closet,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Who are you really getting ready for?
Right. That's the yes.
Right?
Yes.
Are you looking at this picture of Brad Pitt being like, Brad would like this? I wonder if Brad would think these are sexy.
Maybe.
Or I wonder if Brad would think I look comfortable in this outfit.
Maybe.
Roz, who do you have a
Yes,
framed
I do
photo
not
of?
have anybody. I do not. There's no room in my closet. It's full of clothes and
photos
secrets.
of you?
Yes. No. I get dressed in the dark every morning and fumble around and stub my toe a couple of times. Then I come into work. I don't live the life of Britney, where
Yeah.
I can talk to Brad Pitt in a framed black and white photo
Do you
while
think
I
she
get
talks to him?
dressed.
You guys think she talks to him?
Of course, I
Like,
think
hey,
Britney
Brad, what do
talks
you think
to
of
him.
this?
Yes, Deepa, 100%, right?
100% she talks to that picture.
Yes.
I can
Yeah.
see it every
Yes.
single day.
Absolutely.
Brad, look at these new pants I got. What do you think?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Hell of a Story.
Ramla, welcome to Roz and Mocha's Hell of a Story. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Really
Good.
great.
We cannot wait to hear this.
Ramla, where does your hell of a story take place and when?
So it was in my first year in university back in 2016.
Okay.
And I was randomly matched with a roommate, as everyone is. And so we got to know each other pretty well. We would hang out all the time. We would go for breakfast, eat dinner. We went to class together because we were in similar programs. And usually when I go home for the weekend, I have to take a bus. And I'm a very clean person.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to clean my room before I leave. So when I come back, it's nice and refreshed.
So you start college, right?
Yeah.
And you get paired, as anybody who lives at college and has to go and have a roommate, you get randomly paired with somebody, and to your good fortune, you actually got matched up with somebody that you got along with. You were taking similar courses, you could walk to class together, everything else, right? So Okay, so at this point, everything sounds like it's going great for you.
And then I had gone home one weekend after Halloween, so about 2 months in. And then I had come home after the weekend, and my side of the room was completely distraught. My bed was unmade. My bins were tampered with. There was food on my desk. It was just a mess.
Yeah.
So naturally, I was confused. So I just asked my roommate at the time, hey, like, did you have people over? Did you just maybe forget to, like, clean up after? And she completely denied it.
And your roommate, like, could clearly see that there was a mess. Like, it's not like she was denying that there was no mess there.
She acknowledged the mess. She just denied that she had anything to do with it. And then I was obviously a little upset. So I randomly texted my mom, just ranting about the situation, just going off kind of like, oh, like, it's not really nice of her. Like, she should have owned up to it. You know, like, it just wasn't cool. Like, we live together. You have to respect the shared space.
Yeah.
Over the next couple of weeks, I noticed that she completely stopped talking to me. Like, she didn't acknowledge me anymore. I would, like, say hi and she wouldn't say anything. So it was just weird to me.
Like,
and so
while you're in the same room together?
Yeah, we would.
Whoa.
Like, I would come back from class and it would be nothing.
Really? That's so weird.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just random. She just stopped talking. I didn't understand why. And then I would, like, prompt her. I'd be like, hey, like, how was class? And she wouldn't respond. Like,
Really?
Oh, my God. I would have to leave. I could not do that.
Yeah.
So then what
I was
happened?
like, so then after, like, in December, we were in exams, and we had a mutual friend who had asked me, hey, are you and your roommate still not talking? And I was like, yeah, and it's kind of weird. And he was like, I didn't want to say anything, but let me tell you what happened. Basically, on that night when I was texting my mom about the situation, she had decided to wait till I fell asleep. And this was back in 2016 when iPhones had, like, the circle home button.
Yeah.
So I was sleeping, and she took my finger and my thumb and put it on the circle pad on the iPhone and went through all of my conversations with my mom and was upset because I was, quote unquote, talking her.
Oh, my God.
What? Yo!
So she did this one time?
No, so I thought it was just the one time, but then my mutual friend had said that she does it constantly. So every time I would text my mom or my friends about she was acting weird, oh, she stopped talking to me, she would wait till I fell asleep and went in my phone and read my conversations.
No way!
How did the friend know this?
So he actually witnessed it. He told me that one time he watched her do it, and she said, oh, she's a heavy sleeper. It's fine.
Hold on. You were asleep in your bed, and there's two people in the room. One of them sneaks over to you, grabs your thumb, unlocks your phone, and then they went through it?
Yep. They went through all of my messages.
Oh, my.
I don't know what else they went through,
Oh, my
but
God. What else was on there?
not much.
Okay.
Not like I had any nudes on there or anything.
Okay. Oh.
Any sexting with other dudes or anything like that?
No, because I would use Snapchat and Snapchat
fair enough.
conversations that are raised.
Fair enough. Okay, so obviously you find out, and do you confront her about this?
I don't. I actually wanted to test it myself.
Yeah.
I decided to stay up one night and pretend to go to sleep just to see what she would do.
My girl. Here we go.
So I pretended to sleep, and then I threw in a couple of snores, and I felt her reach my hand and take my thumb and open my phone. And I was just shocked. I didn't wake up because I'm not a confrontational person.
You
so
just let her go through your phone again?
Come on!
Well, I knew she was going through it, so there was nothing in my phone at this point.
Yeah, but in that moment...
You didn't spring up and go, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah!
I didn't want to get hit in the face. She was 6'10". I'm 5'4".
So who did you tell?
I went to the resident advisor on the floor, and I explained the situation. And then I brought the mutual friend as a witness. And then I just ended up moving out for the next semester. And I moved out after exams when she had gone home. So when she came back, it was just an empty room.
And did she ask you about it? Did she text you?
No, because she had no contact with me. And I haven't seen her since because she ended up dropping out of school the year after.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
Oh, my God. Okay, first of all, glad everything worked out for you in the end. I'm so pissed at you. Okay, nobody should have to be in a room where when you fall asleep, somebody takes your phone, your thumb, and then they go through your phone, and you are sitting there saying nothing because you don't want to start a confrontation. And then eventually, because of this, you were the one that moved out. That's wrong.
Listen, man, what was I supposed to do in this situation? I was a new freshman. I didn't know
anything. It was my first time being in any sort of situation like that.
When you were fake sleeping, and as soon as she got your hand and put your thumb to the phone to unlock it, at that point, I would have sprung right up and been like, got him.
Yeah. So how did college go? You graduated? You're all good?
Yeah, I graduated with a 4.0. I'm
you.
finishing my master's now.
That's
so-
amazing.
Good for you.
Well,
And,
Ramla, that was one hell of a story.
My
Thank you
God.
very much for sharing.
Thank you so much for listening.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, what do you think Snoop charges to jump on a track and do a verse? We talk about this
Oh,
stuff all the
gosh.
time. Like, what would it take to get somebody like Snoop? Hey, do you think? Let me ask you a question here, and I don't mean to disparage Snoop at all, because I quite like Snoop and I love his relationship with Martha Stewart and everything else.
Yeah.
Is Snoop the most sort of legitimized gang member ever? Like current gang member? Has any gang member gone more mainstream than Snoop? Where you're doing like children's commercials and hanging out with Martha Stewart?
And doing the commercial for Skip the Dishes and stuff?
Yeah.
Dog, I don't know if you guys remember, Snoop Dogg did a commercial for us like a few years ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hey, boy,
Yeah.
whatever that's playing in your room there, can you turn it off? So Snoop Dogg to do a verse.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
Well, but first answer that question. Is he the most mainstream gang member?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, either him
Kendrick?
or 50 Cent.
No, Snoop way more mainstream. 50
Oh,
Cent's,
yeah. No,
50
actually, you're
Cent's
right,
not
you're right.
doing like... He's not doing like...
But he's got like TV series now, right?
No,
He's
no, but
doing all
No,
that
but he's
stuff.
not. I understand what Roz is saying.
You know
though.
what I'm like? I mean, like Snoop is like an all around entertainer. Like he's doing cooking shows.
Yeah.
Snoop's on the side of a bus,
Right?
in this city for Skip the Dishes, wearing
Yes.
sunglasses, and the reflection of the sunglasses is like hamburger and fries.
Yeah, like he's
50 ain't doing that.
exactly. Fitty's not doing
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna say Snoop
What does it cost?
charges like $100,000 to do a verse.
Sharon, what do you say?
I'm gonna say 250.
250. Maura, you know this already, right?
I do.
You do. So here's Snoop explaining exactly what he charges to jump on a verse.
How much would it cost to get on a song if I didn't want to go that route, which obviously we
Oh,
want
250,000.
250?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if somebody gives you 250,000, that means that you'll
You
jump
get
on
about 16 bars.
16 bars.
Oh wow!
And when it's time to do the video, I need to get another 250 up out of you.
All right.
Oh,
Big
geez.
money.
And
Is
you,
that
only, and you only
standard?
got an hour, so get to filming.
Hold on. So you want $250,000
For 16 bars.
for 16 bars,
Yes.
and then another $250,000 for the music video, where
Yes.
I only get 1 hour of your time.
So get to filming. Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
I would add a discrepancy to that
Okay.
because
Yes.
based on history
Yes.
and facts,
Yes.
when Snoop Dogg filmed a commercial for our radio station
Yeah. Years ago. Mm-hmm.
not only, I don't know how much we paid, right?
Right.
I assume it's going to be close to that amount. Maybe less.
Yeah.
First of all, Snoop Dogg was like 3-4 hours late.
Yes, he was.
There was a time limit for how long we had Snoop for.
Correct.
He did the job.
He did an okay job.
Like it was 80% Snoop Dogg, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we got
He
80%.
wasn't- Yeah, we didn't get full Snoop.
And facts are facts. Snoop Dogg would not start working on the commercial until he had obtained some
Weed.
Yeah, until
and,
he got-
and people
until
and-
he got some weed.
Yes, and people involved in the production had to source it for him because
Uh-huh.
this was, of course, a cross-border shoot.
Yeah.
So Snoop flew from L.A. to Toronto, which means you can't bring your own weed with you. So there had to be weed on for him when he arrived.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
3
what-
hours later.
Yeah, 3 hours
I
later.
wouldn't start working
Yeah.
until he got his weed.
Yeah. But hey, listen, but again,
I know, that's
you
the
hire
level.
Snoop.
It's
you
the
can't
level.
complain when Snoop shows up.
Right, as Snoop.
As
that
Snoop.
we all know.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Last week, Elon Musk announced that his Tesla company was going to, by the year 2024, start manufacturing these robo-taxis, right? Driverless. And the thing about these robo-taxis is that they won't have a steering wheel or any pedals whatsoever.
Nothing.
So you just got to trust the tech, right?
Yep.
So I don't know if have you heard of their Model Y vehicles?
No.
These have, it's called a smart summon feature, which enables the vehicle to leave a parking space and navigate around objects to its owner. right?
Okay.
So using your phone's like GPS as a target destination, or you can set like on your phone where you want this car to meet you.
Yep.
For example, you're leaving the grocery store and let's say you're holding bags, right?
Right.
And then you program the car to come meet you at the front of the grocery store and then you load up the car, right?
Right.
So this event, there's video of this too. So there's this event that happened in Washington, right?
Yeah.
This aircraft company was holding this big fancy event, and they have like private jets. They manufacture private jets, and somebody summoned their Model Y vehicle, and it's on the tarmac, right?
Right.
And there's, as part of the feature, as I mentioned, it's supposed to be able to recognize and navigate around things, right?
Yeah.
This car straight up drives into a private jet.
Really?
Yeah, and
See?
moves it.
Yeah. See?
Right?
See?
And this jet, like, jets are already expensive, right?
Bro,
Private
and they're
planes
heavy.
are,
Yeah.
$3 to $3.5 million
Yes.
is the estimated cost of this one particular jet
Right.
that this Tesla ran into.
Thank you. Because why?
Because you can't trust tech.
We don't need that.
Right.
Right? I don't need, like, okay, I get it. You know what? Like, there's a world where we want everything in our lives to give us the joy that a dog does. Right? When you're having a bad day or you don't want to move and you go like this, hey, yo, and the dog comes over and puts his head on your lap,
Yeah, it's
you
the
want
best.
that control over everything.
Sure.
Okay? Your car is not a dog, nor do you have your own personal driver.
What if we were
right?
able to call our cars over like that?
No,
Yo,
I don't. We don't need to. What have we done this whole time?
Like, can you imagine more? Like, yo, Yaris.
Okay. What have we done this whole time when our hands are full? Right? How have we managed to live?
Based on my driving, I should have a driverless car.
No, you should have a driver. Maury. Okay?
You drive. You know what? You drive as if your car were driverless.
Yes, Maury. I'm not 100% sure there is a steering wheel in Maury's car. Right?
Or pedals.
It drives by touch. Boom. So you need a driver, but we don't. What did we do when our hands were full up to this point?
You
right?
just complained about it and just walked to
you
your
did
car.
it. Yeah,
Right?
you went to
did
your
it.
car. Right? You went
Yeah.
to your car. 3 bags in one hand where your hand's making that claw thing, and then you
worst.
finally get them in the trunk, and then when you go to grab your steering wheel, your hand's still in the claw shape from the bag, and so you got to like massage it back to life. Right? That's life.
Remember this moment right now, 10 years from now, when Roz loves his driverless car. I want to revisit this when he's like, we don't need it.
I'm going to be the guy that refuses, Maury.
big
right?
time.
I'm going to, when the machines come is when I go.
Yeah.
Right? I'll guarantee you that. I will not. Maury, I don't even drive my car. The car that I drive right now is like almost 13 years old. Like I was shot. Like my radio is one little, like it doesn't even have words on it. Like my radio, if I put a radio station, it's the number. Like that's it. There's
vintage.
no.
We call that vintage.
It's orange and black.
Yeah.
There's no color. There's no nothing. I can go. I have the ability to put the sound from the left side of the car to the right side of the car. That's as advanced.
fancy.
That's as advanced as my radio
Take that,
is.
Elon Musk.
Right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is, got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Ashley, hello. It's Ron Zamoka. What's going on with you today?
So my husband and I are growing apart, and I just want to know, how do you explain separation to a child?
You wrote, it says, Rasamoka Fix My Life. You guys have decided to separate, and you don't know how to explain it to your kid who's 3.5 years old. Only one kid?
Just one, yes.
Just the one.
Now, are you separating with the potential to get back together, or is this like you are planning on getting a divorce?
That's the plan. Yeah, we're
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that first, I don't know if there is a sort of right way to do it, but there are certainly wrong ways, I feel, to do this. And I've never gone through this, but I have had a 3.5-year-old in the house. And as I'm sure you know, 3.5-year-olds, the world revolves around them, right?
Right.
Your feelings in all of this are not what they need to hear.
Right.
The only thing that they need to hear is how this impacts them. And they have very, very basic questions. Like, they don't need to know that you guys still love each other. They don't need to know any of that stuff. They need to know that that you guys are no longer going to be living together. And then the questions are going to be, okay, well, but I really like my bed here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that breaks my heart already.
And then, so the things that you're going to have to reassure them is that, if there's a dog, that the dog is going to get to go to both houses, and you're going to make sure that they have the best room in both places. Like that's their world, right?
Yeah.
They don't need to know your feelings in all of this. And, they're not worried that they're not going to be sort of looked after. They just worry how this is going to alter their world, right?
Like who's going to pick them up from school? Who's going to drop
all
them
that
off
stuff
in the morning, right?
Right. Yeah.
Those are the kind of the kind of questions that they're going to need to be answered, that you need to be prepared for. But I also think that down the road, you and your soon-to-be ex are going to have to prepare for other questions that may come up as they get older as to why you decided to separate, right? But as of right now, Roz is completely right. Like the basics, the absolute basics. And the other part of it, too, that you have to think about is at 3.5, they are very perceptive. So they may already sense, without saying anything to you, because maybe they're confused. Like, I don't know if you guys are if you argue, maybe not necessarily in front of the child, or maybe you do in front of them or in another room loud enough that your child may be able to hear. They may already sense that there is some sort of tension or something weird happening with the family dynamic right now.
Yeah, that's right. Like that's what we're afraid of. We don't want to give off a sense of any of that.
Mm-hmm.
But like he's so smart too.
Yeah.
So I would say hold back from offering up all of it, and I would wait for questions.
Okay.
Because this is most likely not a conversation that's going to happen once. This is going to be an ongoing discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
And
Right.
you can really, really overwhelm a kid. You know that. I would stick to the basics, and I would present it in a way that reassures them that their world is going to sort of stay intact. And then wait for questions. Because
Okay.
I think that your kid's probably going to have a lot of questions, and you're going to get a sense of where their emotions are based on what they ask and how this, because immediately when you say something, the only thing they're going to think of is how does this affect me, right? And then whatever questions they ask, you're going to kind of get an idea of where their head's at.
Okay.
And
all right.
and hopefully that takes you to a place where you guys can start these kind of mini conversations and it will be an ongoing thing. It's not going to be one conversation. It will be an ongoing thing.
Okay, so just keep it simple for now.
Yeah. I think you also have to emphasize to the child, to your 3.5-year-old, that they still have two parents, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I know it's a lot.
It's tough.
It's gonna be a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But as Ross said, you got to stick to the basics right now.
And I think that 3.5, I think that there's a part of this that, you may be fortunate in the fact that 3.5, which is by the time they're, 10, 11, and 12, they really won't remember this conversation.
I really hope not.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
tough, but
you guys.
you're going to get through this, okay, Ashley?
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I love you guys so
All
much.
right. I love you too.
Right back.
Okay.
You take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Maitreyi Ramakrishnan from Mississauga, Ontario, also the star of Netflix's Never Have I Ever, and also the Disney Plus movie Turning Red, right? She's one of the voices in that movie.
Adored that movie.
So good. Never Have I Ever, season 3, by the way, coming out this summer, and then they've already announced season 4 is going to be their last, right?
Yeah.
So Maitreyi is part of the Next Wave Film Festival. She was helping to promote that with the TIFF Lightbox. And Next Wave Film Festival offers a free selection of films for anyone under 25, as well as talks and special events to celebrate the next generation of film and filmmakers.
Wow.
So she's out here doing big things, helping to promote that. And,
How old is she? Young, right? Like,
oh, dude, she's still a kid.
yeah, like, God, it's incredible. Good for you.
As I mentioned, one of the voices. Sorry, Shem? She's
20.
20. That's it.
20.
So one of the voices of Turning Red, and that just became a blockbuster smash for Disney Plus, especially the weekend that it came out.
All right, Turning Red, so awesome. The success was huge. You must be so proud of how well it's doing.
I am so proud. It's just absolutely amazing. And it's literally history making. Like, oh my gosh. And I think it was the #1 Disney Plus premiere of like a movie on the whole platform, which is That's a lot. There's a lot on there. But yeah, I'm very, very proud.
And after the quick success of Never Have I Ever, like it seemed like we're going into season 3, and then, like I said, season 4 is going to be the last, right?
Yeah.
But it's been around. People absolutely love Never Have I Ever. So Tim and Maury had to ask her about that.
Now, we're, I guess, a few months away from season 3 of Never Have I Ever, but it was announced season 4 is coming up. What are your feelings and emotions for, I guess, since it's the last one, on saying goodbye?
It's a lot of emotions. I mean, I'm very fortunate and thankful that we get to have an end, because a lot of the times you find out that that was your last season after you filmed it, and there's no real goodbye. At least here now we know that we're walking into a goodbye, so the writers are able to put whatever they want on the paper, and all the actors, the cast, we're going to put everything that we got into these roles, because this is it. It's the beginning of the end, and I'm very thankful for that, and I'm excited to see what happens next, what comes up next in my life.
You know, she just got Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, by the way, on the Roz and Mocha show. You know, she just got a driver's license
at 20.
So
young.
I would think that, when you're.
But where'd she grow up, though? Where'd she grow up?
Mississauga.
Yeah, you don't need your license when you're Mississauga.
I know, but still, you would think that.
My brother's 17 and he has his.
Yeah, when you turn 16, one of the things that you want to do right away is to get that license. But with her, I mean, she's, super busy with acting and everything.
I learned tonight that you recently got your driver's license, which, mind-blowing. What took you so long?
What took me so long? Okay, definitely the pandemic. I actually am going to blame the pandemic on this one, because it was really hard to book a driver's test, because everything was blocked. You would have to scroll months and months. So that was a whole thing. Flying back and forth from, Mississauga to LA all the time made it really hard to schedule. So then one time I did fail it. I just did fail. I will take accountability for. But I did pass my driver's test. And I am very happy, because now I don't have to go do a driver's test anymore ever again. I also have to say that now I didn't have to do the parallel park part, and I didn't have to do the reverse park and all of those things, because they're trying to get all of those backed up pandemic tests through, because they know that a lot of people have been waiting, and I was one of those people, so I got in at the best time, man, and now I got my license.
Girl, same. I didn't have to do that stuff either.
But you got your license oh wait, no,
I had to go get my full G.
Yeah, you only had G1.
Yes,
up until recently,
I had to go
right?
get my full G the same time she did. I didn't have to do parallel parking and all that stuff either.
This is Dan Maury talking to Maitreyi Ramakrishnan from Never Have I Ever, and also Turning Red. And with, I would say, majority, if not all of Maury's interviews with a celebrity, things get super weird, super quick.
I learned tonight that you were in my favorite musical of all time. Was your first thing in high school, your play, Chicago, and you played Velma. I don't know if you know this or not. I was an extra in that movie.
That is wild. That is awesome.
See, the back of my head, or sort of like a silhouette.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's the shot. Silhouette shots? Wow. That's art right there.
Okay, so I thought, how cool would it be if you and I sang a couple of beginning lines from All That Jazz?
I think you can serenade me.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself.
I warn you in advance. Okay. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town and all that jazz?
Wait, did you have to sing it in the movie?
No, I just love the musical.
Oh, so you were just committed. I was going to say, if you sung it in the movie and then it's just the back of your head, that sort of sucks. But okay, I'm glad they didn't rip you off for your vocals, because that was amazing. That was beautiful.
I'll give you interrupted me.
No, I just had to say it. I had to ask. I was curious. How do they do that?
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town and all that jazz and all that jazz? I'm going to rouge my knees and wear my stockings down. How was that?
I loved it. I thought, why didn't they put you in the ensemble?
Well, multiple reasons.
Come on now.
I know. I'm only 20 years old. Come on. Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, thank you so much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Big up to Scotty Barnes from the Toronto Raptors picking up Rookie of the Year, baby!
There we go.
The trophy looks like a basketball.
The Rookie of the Year trophy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What did you want it to
I
look
thought
like?
it would look like a trophy, but it's like a sort of like a round ball.
Oh, like
glass
you want
ball.
like a traditional trophy with the basketball player on the top of it,
Yeah, like
right?
with a guy shooting a hoop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't give those trophies out in pro sports. None of the trophies in pro sports look like that.
They presented Scotty Barnes with the trophy prior to Saturday's game. This was, I believe, on Friday afternoon during practice, right?
Okay, yeah.
Saturday, of course, Raptors came through during Game 4, avoided the sweep, and beat Philly. Game 5 is tonight at 8 o'clock. And all the team, they were all inside, not Scotiabank Arena. Where are they at? The OVO Sports Complex there, right? And there was a giant television that was off at the time. And then they turned the television on, right? They gathered the team. Hey, everyone. And then you see Vince Carter, right?
Oh, yeah?
Raptors alumni up on the screen.
Yo, Scotty Barnes, what's up, man? This is Vince Carter here. Hey, I know you're busy and locked in for the game. I get it. But I just want to say I've truly enjoyed watching you play this year. It takes me back to when I was a rookie and I was able to win the 1998 Rookie of the Year award trophy. Oh. Great memories, man. Great memories. I want to give you some quick Raptors history if I could, since we're on the subject. Did you know it's only been 3 Raptors players in franchise history to win this award? David Stoudemire, me, and a 6'7" rookie from West Palm Beach, Florida, my fellow Florida boy, Scotty Barnes. Yeah, man, congratulations, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you continue to achieve success in the NBA. You're up next, bro. You're up next.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Scotty Barnes has got like
moment.
the eyes of everybody in the NBA on him at only 20 years old.
Time?
Oh my God, of course. That's such a
Because you're in front of your
big...
teammates. I don't know. Is that like a cool thing? I mean, is it cool to cry in front of your teammates? I would bawl my eyes out.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I think it looked like he was getting emotional.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, Maury. When you win the championship, it's okay that you cry because everybody's crying.
Yeah.
Right? But when it's just you and you break down in the middle of a practice, is where people are like, you know what I mean? Like,
guys, how many times in the past month have I cried on this show in front of all
Fair
of you?
enough. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Solo.
You're right.
But big congratulations to 20-year-old
That's
Scotty
awesome.
Barnes, Rookie of the Year from your Toronto Raptors. Big game tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. Go Raptors, go!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Uh-huh.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do the news. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. News break.
Oh, man. A complaint about inappropriate behavior by Bill Murray has led to the suspension of production on Being Mortal. This is a movie that is written and being directed by Aziz Ansari.
What?
So Searchlight
this.
Searchlight Pictures sent a letter out on Wednesday to the cast and crew saying that the suspension occurred because of a complaint, but provided very few details. They did say, quote, last week we were made aware of a complaint and we immediately looked into it. A copy of the letter, which was obtained by the New York Times, goes on to say, after reviewing the circumstances, it had been decided that production cannot continue at this time.
Oh, no.
The letter didn't provide any information on the nature of the complaint or who else was involved, but a person working on the production who spoke on the condition of anonymity, because the details of the matter are being kept confidential, said that the movie was shut down because of what was described only as, quote again, inappropriate behavior by Bill Murray. And so this is Aziz Ansari's movie, too, which Aziz Ansari was unfairly, I think, canceled and dragged into for what he was accused of doing and wound up losing with that note about the date came out. And so he's done since then. They did another season of Master of None, but he wasn't in it.
No.
He did that one surprise sort of stand-up special, which Netflix ran, which was quite good. It was about 30 minutes. And then I'm guessing that this was supposed to be his sort of
Like his comeback?
almost.
Yeah.
And
I didn't
so,
know he was directing.
And so you're Aziz Ansari.
He's directing this movie, yeah.
So you're Aziz Ansari trying to, sort of build around your comeback, and your production gets shut down because of inappropriate behavior. But also, I know everybody's like, oh my God, I love Bill Murray. But don't forget what Lucy Liu said about Bill Murray, because Lucy Liu was apparently a monster to Bill Murray on that set of Charlie's Angels all those years ago.
She was?
Yeah,
To
no,
him?
he was.
Oh, he was to her.
He was.
Oh.
Bill Murray was a monster to Lucy Liu.
Really?
Yeah, and she's talked a lot about it too. And at that time, nobody did anything.
You think he was like, Bill Murray was just like treating people poorly?
He was treating her specifically poorly.
No, sorry. In this case.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Inappropriate behavior is so vast and vague that you shouldn't even try to speculate what they mean by inappropriate behavior. It could have been language. It could have been the way he talked to somebody. It could have been excessive sort of changes done in a threatening kind of way. Like anything could really be inappropriate.
Yeah.
But to shut down a production, that means an investigation is happening, right?
And who knows if and when Aziz can get back to this, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Netflix reportedly spent $30 million per episode of this new season of Stranger Things.
No, they did not.
Yeah. In an exclusive new report to the Wall Street Journal, Netflix, and we know that they lost a ton of subscribers and like 36 points on their stock share. A source close to Netflix talked about season 4 of Stranger Things having a per episode cost of $30 million. Season 4 will feature 9 episodes split across 2 volumes, which means that is a total of $270 million for season 4 of Stranger Things. This would make season 4 of Stranger Things more expensive than the vast majority of movies, including every Marvel film outside the Avenger films. More expensive than Game of Thrones, which was at the time said to be one of the most expensive shows at $15 million per episode in its final season. $30 million an episode for Stranger
They're just going
Things.
all in, huh? Wait, so only 9 episodes over the split season?
Yes.
Because part 1 of the new season drops next month.
Yes.
And then part 2 in July.
Right.
So what, we're only going to get like 4 or 5?
4 and then another 5, I think. Or 5 and then 4.
Yeah, whichever, however they split it.
But some of these episodes are like 90 minutes, right?
Oh, okay. That I'm down with.
Yeah,
that I'm down
I think
with.
some of them are long. Like some of the episodes are long.
I am so excited for this new season.
Yeah, but
I
that's
cannot
a
wait.
lot of money, man.
Well, listen, they have to know something.
Yeah.
Like there was one bum season in the entire
2,
series,
right?
Season
2 when they split up the band when 11
was that
went
season 3? Was that season 3?
Which one is the one where 11 went off
That was season 3.
found her new friends?
It was season. Oh no, yeah, maybe that was season 2.
That was season 2
because season 3
was the mall.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's when they redeemed.
Yeah, the mall was great. The mall season was great because they put the team back together.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Look, so Justin Bieber and Dan and Shay are involved in one of these. You stole my song, bitch.
No
cases. So this is for 10,000 Hours, and they're accused of ripping off a song called First Time Baby is a Holiday. So here's a little bit of 10,000 Hours by Justin.
10,000 hours, 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to love.
I like this song.
Okay. Now here's a little bit of First Time Baby is a Holiday.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, it's the same song.
Well, I know, but I could find 10 other songs that sound exactly like this.
Look at T-Pop. Yeah, that's the same song. That's exact.
It's kind of the same song, a little bit of similarities.
No, that's the same song.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on. Listen to this part, okay? Just listen.
Yeah.
This is First Time Baby is a Holiday, right? Listen to the beginning of this. Right? And then you listen to 10,000 Hours?
Fine. It is the same song.
No, that is the same. Come on.
No, but it sounds
Shem.
like so many other songs.
Singer, songwriter,
though.
Shem. Come on.
Yeah, listen, the thing is that songs nowadays all have this a very similar chord progression and all that. But it's the same song.
Right, but there's a lot of songs that sound just like this, though.
For sure.
There's a lot of songs that sound just like this.
Especially this part here.
Okay, yes.
They should have asked me to be the judge. I could have wrapped up this case long ago.
Okay.
Listen, right here, look. Right? And then you go to this?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I know. I'm going to find more examples of this. I don't have time to do it now, but I bet you I can find you 5 songs that sound exactly
case is
like
closed
this.
now.
The case is closed, for God's sake.
I settled it. Congratulations to First Time Baby is a Holiday. Justin Bieber, Dan, and Shay owe you like $10,000. Right? Listen. And then you go to this.
Okay, you wait. I'm going to find you more
Guys.
examples of this. I'm going to find you more examples.
Judge Mocha just solved it and closed the case. Come on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the Kardashians are faking that Roblox scene from their new show where Saint was on the iPad and came out and sort of showed the iPad to Kim. And there was a little ad on the bottom of it with Kim's face on it that apparently took you to a room where you could interact or watch Kim's old sex tape. And it was a big moment on the show. So here's how it played out on the Kardashians.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay, though. It's not. You know, on Roblox. You know, Sam was on Roblox yesterday. And a thing popped up. And he started laughing. And I was like, Mommy, look. And it was a picture of my cry face. And it was a game that someone made of Roblox. And it said Kim's new sex tape when you clicked on it. And thank God he can't read yet. And it's like, over my dead body, is this gonna happen to me again? I just want it gone. You know, this is not gonna with me. Like, it's not. So I just want it gone.
So who's claiming that this is fake?
Okay, so here's the thing, is that, so Saint was on the iPad. In the scene, he brought in the iPad, showed it to Kim, that he apparently stumbled across it while he was playing a game. Roblox says that it removed the room and banned its creator, and that no sex tape was ever even available in that room. It also said that only a few dozen players found it in the very short time that it was live. On social media and in some news reports, people have suggested that the chances of Saint West being one of those who stumbled on it are very slim. One well-known independent Roblox developer told BBC News, quote, "The chances of accidentally stumbling upon a game like that are astronomically small. There are two potential ways for Saint to have found such a game. Either or, the family actively searched for it or even created it."
What? No, I don't believe that at all.
Neither of the Kardashians nor the production company provided on-the-record comment, but a source close to the family insisted that the scene was not falsified. They say 50 million players worldwide log onto Roblox every day to explore, play, and mini-games and create their own experiences. There are millions of player-generated experiences and mini-games with new features added daily. The most popular experiences are showcased on Roblox's players through a curated home screen at the bottom, and that one was never featured.
I don't know.
That's tough.
That's a lot to... I can't imagine putting your family, let alone your 5-year-old, in a position to go through that experience and have it all be faked for the show.
I can't either, but what Roblox and what experts are saying is that it's literally impossible that somebody would be able to, one, stumble upon that.
But it existed at one point.
For a very short period of time.
And so what are the chances, though, that Saint, right, Kim's son, was one of those people that stumbled into that room?
Impossible, is what they're saying.
But other people have done it.
No, they said a very small amount of people did, which is why they're saying it's faked, which that very small amount of people that could have done it could have been the people that were just making sure it was there.
Oh. Or were they set up in that way? Like knowing that the show was being
But you
filmed
still have to get that to the iPad.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Like, she said
that would be pretty trash. Like, I don't know. Like,
I agree with you. Deepa, what?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a far-fetched, to be honest, for content for the show, because she said that he had no idea what he was looking at, right? Like, he can't read. He doesn't know what it is.
Yes.
So for, like, the context of the show, he just sees a picture of his mom, but has no clue what it is. So I'm like, is that... It's, like, murky waters, but could be possible.
Shem? You guys got small children. How old should kids technically be able to, like, read? Because Saint's 6.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a whole different conversation.
Right?
No, 6 years old. Yeah. Like
yeah.
my son, he'll be 5 this weekend, but he's like learning to recognize words. So pretty soon he'll be. I think by 6 he'll be able to figure out some of the basic words.
I don't think that a 6-year-old would be able to interact with Kim Kardashian's sex tape.
No, absolutely not. No.
Right, but it was just it was the picture. It was the crying meme photo of Kim Kardashian. So anyway, they've denied it, but they're being accused of either sort of making it all up or finding it and then saying, "Hey, this would be good for the show," or even creating it themselves. That's the accusation against the Kardashians right now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you see this video where Mike Tyson punched out a guy in an airplane?
Yeah, good for you,
Bro.
Mike.
So Tyson was on a flight from San Francisco to Miami for a marijuana convention. And there was a guy behind him who looked like he was wasted, also looked like a total a-hole, who was like leaning over the seat, like taunting Tyson, and his friend was like filming him and stuff like this. I don't know if there's any audio we can play because I think that it was sweary and whatnot. But then at some point, Tyson gets up in his seat, leans over his back seat, and then there's video of him just pummeling this guy, like in the head.
And I would do the same thing, though.
Jeez. I mean, do we start? We can't beat people up on airplanes, right? Especially if you're Mike Tyson. We can't beat people up on airplanes. But apparently this guy like threw a water bottle at him and all of this stuff. And listen, I know.
Don't throw a water bottle.
I know. I get it.
I'd be there amping up Mike.
Right.
Do it again, Mike. You missed the spot, Mike.
Right.
Like back in the day. We got back in the day, Mike.
Right. Go for the ear. Go for the ear. So I don't know.
Mike, I think I heard him say something else. Hit him again.
So police are looking into it. They say that the so-called victim was treated for, of course, non-life-threatening injuries and didn't really cooperate with their investigation. And it's the video that you see is heavily edited because it's obviously the guy's friends that are filming it. Yeah. And a lot of there's a lot of cuts in the video. So I'm sure the biggest cuts in the video were the things that showed him doing the things that got him punched,
guilty.
right?
All the guilty activity.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, hit him again, Mike.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Coachella over the weekend, weekend 2 at Coachella. Billie Eilish, I guess, I don't know what happened. She tripped and fell on her face.
It was before the lights came on.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, like she had to go to a certain mark on the stage and tripped over something.
Before the show even started?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Poor girl.
So here's Billie Eilish and how she played this whole thing out.
Hold on, I gotta hear that again.
I just ate. Ouch.
Oh, no.
You guys, I just ate up here. I'm good. I stepped on the. It was dark. Ouch.
Oh, no.
I tripped on the fire thing. Okay, let's dance, huh? Ow.
So, hold on a second.
Do you think her vocals were on tape there? Can you just rewind? Give me the last 10 seconds.
Okay, let's dance, huh?
She wasn't even finished howling.
Oh, no.
She's like still in pain.
It's like the tech person just hit play on Apple Music.
Was she okay?
She laughed it off.
Yeah, but if it was dark, who else would have seen it?
man.
I guess people in the front row, right?
Yeah.
Poor girl.
So you had to say something.
Oof, jeez.
Can we hear that first part again?
When she takes the fall? Yeah. Oh, no.
That wasn't her face hitting, was it? Or was that her hand?
That was her face.
No.
Sounds like the mic.
That sounds like the microphone, yeah.
But they said that she did fall right on her face, though.
Yeah.
Oh. Yo, you guys ever fall on your face before?
Absolutely.
All the time.
Yeah, it's the worst.
The worst.
Man.
No, nose pain is something you forget as an adult, and then you bang your nose as an adult, and it all comes running back to you all the time.
I bump my
in
nose
the face.
all the time.
No. On your feet.
I have a big nose.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So apparently Elon Musk and Twitter's board have reportedly been negotiating into the early hours of this morning over Elon's bid to take over Twitter.
You think face-to-face or do they just DM?
No, this is all like meetings. This is like his people, their people. Sources tell the New York Times that the two sides were discussing details, including a timeline and fees if an agreement was signed and then fell apart. The source said that the situation was fluid and fast-moving. If you remember, Elon put together a bid of $46.5 billion last week, and it's looking looking like this is far more likely than it was at the very beginning of all of this.
Wow.
Like I
did not think it was going to happen.
It looks like it may happen. And then I was reading another article this morning of the next big company that could be the target of a takeover is Netflix.
Takeover by Elon Musk?
No, just
Or
by
in general?
anybody. Like it wouldn't be somebody like Elon Musk. It would most likely be somebody like Amazon, or Disney, right? Because who wouldn't want 200 million, global subscribers with a content farm already? But they were talking about how Netflix posted their first big loss, and they don't know how they're going to get out of that to start rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the problem is that they're spending like $20 billion or something like that on content. But in this past year, the content on Netflix, like aside from big hits like Adam Project was a big hit.
Inventing Anna.
No, that wasn't a big hit.
reality shows.
Squid Game.
Yeah,
Squid Game.
Game's huge.
There haven't been any sort of real big things, and now they're going to start offering a discounted subscription price by putting ads in things. But the problem is that Netflix's original content, they're not built like regular television shows where they build like commercial break time into them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to add commercials, they literally just pop up in a scene.
Or it'll be at the beginning like YouTube.
Or,
where
yeah,
No, it'll be like watching Hulu with ads, which is they just slap them in the middle. Right?
YouTube
Like,
videos do that too.
YouTube videos. It's going to be like watching a YouTube video where they're just like ads, just like 3, 2, 1, and then boom, it pops up and you get 30 seconds and something else.
So it'll probably be like ads for other Netflix shows, right?
No,
they want to make money.
No, they want to make money because that's the problem right now, right? So Netflix, they say,
So I gotta watch another commercial for like Gain detergent?
But the problem is anybody who's ever watched any of those sort of like lower end kind of subscription channels, streamers that have commercials, the problem is that it's so frustrating because you're going to be watching like a 90-minute movie, and I'm fine with commercials, but what I'm not fine with is the same commercial over and over and over again. And that's what you're going to most likely
like 3
get,
times
right?
watching the same, like,
Yes.
like, cool, Taco Bell, I get it. Mexican pizza's back.
I get it. I
don't need to see it 4 times messaging
exactly,
during my Netflix show.
So I don't know. So a lot of people are talking about Netflix right now, that they could be next.
Wow.
Yeah, because right now, like, they're doing murder show documentaries like John Wayne Gacy and Abercrombie and Finch. Did you watch that Abercrombie doc?
So good, but it ended
is it good?
weirdly. No, there's no ending.
What, for Abercrombie?
Spoiler alert!
Well, because the store is still there.
It ends. The guy goes away. Like,
no, I know, but like, there's no like hoopla at the end. Like, it's kind of like,
what kind of hoopla? What
kind
of hoopla did you want?
Like, I thought there'd be like, we'd see court footage of the lawsuit.
I don't even know what this thing is. What the
okay?
The show the documentary is. You guys are spoiling all of this now.
Did you watch Abercrombie, Shem?
I did.
You did. What did you think?
It ended. So I don't know what we're talking about.
I know.
But you see what I mean? There was no like.
Well, court is not exactly exciting.
What did you want though? Right? Did you want the man to go to jail for?
Yeah, I thought
you guys are spoiling
being a jerk.
For me.
I thought, or maybe like, did he die?
Okay, you want to know? You want to hear? I'll tell you in a nutshell. Okay.
Guys,
surprise! Spoiler alert! Okay. Surprise! The guy who started Abercrombie and Fitch was a complete douchebag, racist.
Oh.
Okay. Surprise.
Okay, yeah.
But no
right?
ending.
It's an unspoilable story.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Did they explain why the store smells that way when you walk in?
Oh, 100%.
Do they really?
Yes. Yes. And they yes.
That part of it, you know what?
Also,
I'm not gonna watch it now,
why they sell clothes, but all their models were naked.
Okay.
Right?
They talked to the hot model that used to be on the bag.
No, but nobody cares about that part of the story more. Okay, I'm trying to like
spoiler alert.
Okay.
And they talked to Armpit Guy.
Yeah, nobody cares about that either, man.
I don't know who Armpit Guy is.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. You spoiled the Abercrombie
I'm gonna spoil Abercrombie and Finch right now for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that you learned from the documentary: that Abercrombie and Finch went out of their way to only hire good-looking white people. Spoiler alert. As if you didn't already know that. Thank you. Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey.
Meg Thee Stallion, for the first time publicly and in detail on CBS this morning, goes through what happened that night that Tory Lanez allegedly shot her up in the Hollywood Hills and what the circumstances were, because that's really the big mystery to all of this is how did these two people who were reportedly close get what happened in those minutes where they were in a car leaving a party, and then the next thing you know, Meg Thee Stallion got shot in the foot. So here's Meg Thee Stallion.
There was an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. Mm-hmm. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to the way that it did.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. Yes. And all I hear is this man screaming, he said, "Dance, bitch." And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I was so scared.
So is he in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window shooting. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick, like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
Oh man!
Right. So that's what it was. I guess to Tory Lanez, it was more of a goof than anything. Is that what she's saying? Where he was doing the dance, where you shoot at the floor at somebody's feet and then they start hopping around. Is that that what she described?
Yeah,
basically,
like he thought that everyone was going to get a kick out of it.
Ooh, what a terrifying situation. So that was Meg Thee Stallion on with CBS Mornings, which will air the full interview later on this morning.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Chris Rock's mom is now speaking out about the Oscar slap and how it affected her and how she feels about Will Smith and the whole thing. Listen to this.
He is doing well. Like he said, he's still processing it because that's not something you expect. But when Will slapped Chris, he slapped all of us. But he really slapped me. Because when you hurt my child, you hurt me. What in the world were you thinking? So many things could have happened from that. Chris could have stepped back and fallen. You really could have gotten taken out in handcuffs.
Oof.
That's like next level when you hear
the moms.
The mom says that it hurt me.
When you hit him, you hit me.
Yeah.
So I guess Will Smith's where is he, in India? Is that where he is right now? Talking to like some like a spiritual guru kind of thing.
Really?
To get all centered and
is
right.
Is he there with his family, or is he just is a solo trip?
No.
Solo trip, Deepa.
Just him. I think he's like met with this guru multiple times and like goes on spiritual journeys with this guy. But yeah, he's in Mumbai right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It sounds like a break from Jada to me.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rumor, or what I read last week, is that, I mean, obviously things have been tense in the house, but they're like barely speaking to each other.
Yeah. I don't think, everything that I've seen of that relationship, it's like, it doesn't seem healthy to me. It doesn't seem like a healthy household. They make it look like it is, but, like a lot of people do, I guess, but it doesn't seem like it's the healthiest of relationships.
I read this morning, there's like 2 other projects of his that were canned.
Yeah.
The Netflix one is done.
The Netflix, remember that movie, that terrible movie that some people liked called Bright from like 2018?
Yeah.
He was like a police officer and his partner was like an alien or some sort of monster or something like that.
Yeah.
So they announced, so it took off on Netflix when it first came out. And then they announced that they were going to do a sequel.
Right.
So then Netflix just dropped that. And then he had this documentary with Nat Geo, because he's done a couple of them already. And this new one that was supposed to come out, that one got canceled.
Really? Oof. Yeah. Oof. It's rough.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Little was known what happened on set of that Aziz Ansari movie that he's written and directed with Bill Murray when they shut the whole thing down last week. But they said that it was shut down because of Bill Murray's inappropriate behavior, and there was no sort of details from anything other than that as far as what the an inappropriate behavior was. So a source close to the production says this of Bill Murray. He was very hands-on touchy. Not in any personal areas, but put an arm around a woman, touched her hair, pulled her ponytail, but always in a comedic way. It's a fine line, and everybody loves Bill, but while his conduct is not illegal, some women felt uncomfortable and that he crossed the line. And another source adds, Bill Murray loves women, and he loves to flirt. He enjoys poetry and romance. He's always flirting, but it's always based in comedy. It isn't clear if he crossed a line. So that is apparently what happened on that set. He's a flirty old man, lots of touchy, petting your hair, reading your poetry, doing all this stuff. I don't know.
So no word then on. I guess this is part of the investigation, right? Or
this is I don't know what's going on with the investigation, but this is just somebody who's close to the set. Like, you can't just pet people.
Yeah,
right?
that movie's never getting made.
You know what I
mean? I think that's it for the project.
And I get it's Bill Murray, and you know Bill Murray's allowed to do a lot of Bill Murray things because you always think that it's going to end with making your stomach sore from laughing so hard.
Sure.
So you let a guy like Bill Murray do Bill Murray things.
Does he think it's part of a bit or
that's for the joke.
Doing,
hey, come here, let me show you something, right?
Yeah.
But when it turns into Bill Murray being less funny and Bill Murray just petting you, right? That's weird.
Yeah.
And and I'm sure that Bill Murray didn't just decide to pet women on this movie set. Like, this is something that Bill Murray's been doing for 40 years, right? Yeah. So that is, according to a source on set, what shut down that movie.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to get to this now, which was a clip from the new Kardashian show where everybody's going in on Kris Jenner for being rude to her driver. So what you're going to hear is a scene from the Kardashians with Kris and Khloe in the car. Mm-hmm. And Kris had just got off the phone, and she wanted to have a private conversation with Khloe. So she asked the driver of the car, whose car they were in, to step out, and then they made sure that all the doors were closed and the windows were closed, but then one of them noticed that the trunk was still open, and then anyway, it's the way in which Kris Jenner talked to the driver, and then Khloe has to come in and smooth things out. Listen to this.
Sir, can I ask you to leave us alone for 5 minutes? I just want to do something real quick. Thank you. Is his window rolled up?
Yes, but the trunk is open.
Close the trunk.
So, you're yelling at a f***ing guy that...
Close the trunk.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind closing the trunk for a moment? Thank you so much. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
No.
Was she saying it that way, like because the windows were up and she's trying to get his attention?
No, she was like yelling out to him.
Yelling at him?
Yeah, she was yelling
but
out.
I don't know, Deepa, you watch the show. Like, that's regular Kris Jenner to me. Like, she always yelling at somebody about something.
I felt like it was regular Kris Jenner, but for an average person, it is hella rude. So I get that part, but I'm like, it's just
She's just like always rude.
I think that when you're yelling at people who are sort of in your world like that, that's maybe okay because y'all do it. But I don't. It seems like it just seems gross to me when you're talking to your driver that way.
Oh yeah,
like
completely.
It's just.
I'm not defending her at all. I'm just saying she speaks this way to everybody all the time.
Yeah,
and it really is rude.
Shem.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong here, but just from that clip, it didn't sound that rude.
Oh, it sounds very rude.
It didn't.
Hold on, let me play it again.
We'll play it again. Let's play it again.
Can I ask you to leave us alone for 5 minutes?
First of all,
I just want to do something real quick. Thank you.
Well, for 5 minutes?
Is his window
Pause for
rolled
1
up?
second. Pause for 1 second. First of all, you are in the man's car, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's driving you. You've hired him to drive you.
Right.
And then you want to turn his car into your office?
Well, keyword, she hired him.
Yeah. But you there's a line, no. And when you hire a car and a driver, you don't get to ask the driver to leave.
I mean,
maybe.
Why didn't they get out and tell him to stay in the car?
Please.
And stand?
Excuse me? Okay, continue
You want
playing.
me to stand on my legs?
I just want to do something real quick. Thank you. Is his window rolled up?
Yes, but the trunk is open.
Close the trunk.
So, you're yelling at a f***ing guy that...
Close the trunk.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind closing the trunk for a moment? Thank you so much. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. No.
Yeah, Team Chloe
She
coming
didn't
in
say
for the
please.
win.
She just said close the trunk. She didn't say
Yeah, close
please.
the trunk.
I don't know. Listen,
I'm
I
with
think,
Deepa on this one.
I think that there are way more. There are other cases of celebs being really, really rude, and that's low on the scale.
Sure, but let's not try and compare. Let's talk about this one moment
it ain't
here.
bad,
you
man.
don't think so?
Listen, I'll
huh?
drive them, pay me, and you can tell me to close the trunk. It's cool.
But it was the fact that Chloe had to smooth things over. Like, I've been in that situation before.
Can you hear
where
through
you're
the
with-
trunk?
Well, yeah, because I
course you
guess that's what they're worried about. Also, if I'm this driver, I'm like, what kind of paranoid nut jobs are paying me to take them across town right now? That I got to close the trunk so they can have a conversation in my car.
Like, I care about your business?
Right? So I guess they were worried that if the trunk was open, you'd be able to hear it through the back seats. Like if he's going to put his head in the trunk and listen to their business. Right? Like that's next level. That's next level. But this is, I'm sure, how that they've realized they need to live their lives.
This is
right?
not how you get 5 stars.
Like exactly. Like you're going into a bathroom stall and looking under all the closed doors to make sure nobody else is in there. Like that's the level of paranoid and secrecy that I guess they have to live by. Right? I don't know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
And oh my God, why does this always happen? The world's oldest person passed away.
No.
A Japanese woman certified by the Guinness Book of World Records passed away at the age of...
Hold on, let me guess.
Yep.
125?
Deepa, you want to take a guess?
Yeah, 147.
Excuse
What?
me? 147?
Well, oldest person.
Sure,
Why not?
okay. Shem, you want to take a stab at this?
I know the answer, so yeah,
okay,
I should.
Maury, you want to take a stab at this?
I'm going to say 115.
115. The answer is 119 years old.
That's before the Titanic.
Kane Tanaka was
Before a
born
lot of things.
January 2nd, 1903 in the southwestern Fukuoka region of Japan. This was the same year that the Wright brothers flew there for the very first time. When the Guinness Book of World Records recognized her the oldest living person in 2019, she was asked what moment was the happiest of her life, and her answer was right now.
Aww.
That's what you always say.
There we go.
So nice.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Elon Musk owns Twitter.
So what's happening? Are we all getting on
Yeah, I'm
Twitter now,
fine
or-
with it. I don't care.
Like, I'm still going to be allowed to tweet, right?
Yes.
And, like, follow accounts and see stuff?
So Jack Dorsey has finally chimed in on all of this. If you remember, he created Twitter.
He's also boys with Elon Musk, isn't he?
Yeah, they get along. And he said this, Elon's goal of creating a platform that is maximally trusted and broadly inclusive is the right one. He went on to thank the current CEO because Jack stepped down in November. He said, thank them for getting the company out of an impossible situation. This is the right path, he said. I believe it with my heart. He goes on to say that in principle, I don't believe anyone should own or run Twitter. It wants to be a public good at a protocol level, not a company. Solving for the problem of it being a company, however, Elon is the singular solution I trust. I trust his mission to extend the light of consciousness, is what he said. And just to remind people that Jack Dorsey owned 2.4% of the company. That is 18,042,428 shares. So after Elon Musk purchased Twitter yesterday, Jack Dorsey walked away with $978 million.
Oh, boy. So does Elon now get to form his own board, like the board that was there?
Will be I mean, you can build whatever internal thing you want, but they're a private company now. You don't need a board.
Well, I guess not. Yeah,
right. You don't have to answer to anybody, really. You do your best to do that. Like every great public or private company needs to have that sort of you need people.
But he's
in
not
charge of
keeping
stuff.
them. The old heads that are still there right now.
No. That's all. That's it. And again, the big question is whether Donald Trump will be back on Twitter. And Donald Trump told Fox, he said, "I'm not going on Twitter. I'm going to stay on Truth," meaning Truth Social, his conservative sort of answer to Twitter. He says, "I hope Elon buys Twitter because he'll make improvements to it, and he is a good man. But I'm going to be staying on Truth." And again, when he keeps saying Truth, he means Truth Social. And the best part part is that Trump, first of all, isn't even on Truth Social yet. He's not even on the platform that he started.
Wait, but it's his platform.
I know. He's not on it yet. He said that he's going to,
Really?
he said, over the next 7 days, as planned, I will join.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah, but the best part is Donald Trump trying to actually say Truth Social. Listen to this.
Had to give the American people their voice back by building something called Truth Central.
Truth Central?
Truth Central. What's it? What Truth Central? Truth
Come
Central.
on, man.
Truth Central.
Yeah. Okay.
Central?
Yeah.
Truth Central.
Sounds. What a branding genius, huh?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Put it on a T-shirt.
Truth Central.
Adina Menzel. So anyway, that's what's going on in the world of Twitter.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Meg Thee Stallion, that interview she did yesterday with CBS Morning, a lot more came out of it. And one of the sort of big things was when we all heard that story initially, she had said that she stepped in glass when the cops arrived, as opposed to allegedly being shot by Tory Lanez in the foot when he was doing the dance move. And she explains in this clip why she lied and told the police that she had stepped in glass.
We didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you, and I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die.
Oh, my God.
It's heartbreaking to hear, but it's interesting that even after you got shot, the guy that shot you is right there, and that sort of no snitch mentality comes in, right? Like you are still not the person who points the finger at anyone and says they're the ones that did it, because
he shot me.
Because you know what'll happen in that situation, which is Tory Lanez may not be with us. But so here's the other thing that happened with that is that Tory Lanez, I guess, according to Meg Thee Stallion, knew what had happened. He knew he shot her and immediately started trying to negotiate his way out of it.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
oh my God.
Right?
I have never, throughout this whole thing, right? I've never, ever, ever heard, I've heard Meg Thee Stallion talk about this, but not like this.
No.
With all the emotion.
No. Help me. I'll give you $1 million. You know what I mean? Right? God, it's so heartbreaking.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, can we play that Johnny Depp thing real quick? So Johnny Depp finished up his time on the stand yesterday in his defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard, $50 million. She's countersuing for.
So he's done now?
He's finished his part of it, and they went through a lot yesterday. And I was watching one YouTube feed where they have one shot on the witness box, which is where Johnny Depp was, and then a split screen with Amber Heard. And her screw face during all of this, her facial reactions to Johnny Depp, it's like, oh my God. It's so wild. And so this is Amber's lawyer going through a lot of the negative press headlines surrounding Johnny Depp and that whole time with his alcohol and his showing up late and everything else. And Johnny Depp's sort of responses to him as he's reading off these headlines. Listen to this.
Johnny Depp reportedly drank heavily and was constantly late on the new Pirates movie set. Did I read that right?
You did, reportedly.
Johnny Depp's financial woes might sink the next Pirates of the Caribbean. Did I read that right?
You did. I don't know.
The next article, May 25th, 2017. Where did it all go wrong for Johnny Depp? After a string of flops and a ton of bad press, Johnny Depp's star power looks as wobbly as Jack Sparrow on a plank. Did I read that right?
You read that very, very well.
The next one, Hollywood Reporter, Pirates of the Caribbean, the diminishing returns of Johnny Depp. Did I read that right?
You certainly did. Hollywood Reporter were very nice to me at the time.
July 12th, 2017. Headline, Johnny Depp allegedly showed up drunk to movie premiere, reports say. Did I read that correctly?
Reports say. This is hearsay.
June 21st, 2018. A Rolling Stone article entitled The Trouble with Johnny Depp. Multi-million-dollar lawsuits, a haze of booze and hash, a marriage gone very wrong, and a lifestyle he can't afford. Did I read that right?
You did. You should read the article.
And the last one, Daily Mail. Vodka for breakfast, 72-hour drug binges, and spending sprees that beggar belief. Alison Boshoff reveals why Hollywood's reeling over what's being called Johnny Depp's career suicide note. Did I read that correctly?
You did. Who's Alison Boshoff and how does she know?
Right?
The commentary.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.